Hello. It's a slow news day, chat. It's October 6th. The entirety of Twitch, including broadcaster payouts, has leaked. Let's talk about it. We got a bunch of reviews as well. Far Cry 6, Metroid Dread, Battlefield 2042 is out there and playable as a beta. I'll give some thoughts on it. But the biggest news story of the day. The entirety of Twitch has been leaked, including full source code payouts for streamers. It's a 125 gigabyte torrent link was posted to 4chan this morning, stating the leak was, quote, intended to foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space because, quote, their community is a disgusting, toxic cesspool. I didn't see that part before. That's the first time I'm reading that. A bunch of different companies, journalistic outposts, etc., have verified the files as they are publicly available to download. Twitch also came out via a tweet to confirm the leak is authentic. The tweet says, "We can confirm a breach has taken place. Our teams are working with urgency to understand the extent of this. We will update the community as soon as additional information is available. Thank you for bearing with us." I think right now the internet's kind of having fun with the idea that Twitch payouts have leaked for pretty much every streamer, I think, dating back till, what is the date? August 2019, up until August 2021. I saw from a bunch of different engineers and folks on the internet that would know kind of how this thing would occur. And most of them have kind of all agreed upon the fact that it was an inside job. It was a disgruntled employee that would do something like this. So far, we haven't seen any leaks of personal information. We haven't seen any addresses or bank accounts or social security numbers or anything like that leaked. So we'll see what comes from that. The data reportedly includes, according to VideoGameChronicle.com, the entirety of Twitch's source code with comment history going back to its early beginnings, creator payout reports dating back to 2019, the mobile, desktop, and console Twitch clients, the proprietary SDKs, which are software development kits, and its internal AWS, which is the Amazon hosting service that is used by Twitch, every other property that Twitch owns, including IGDB and CurseForge. There's also an unreleased Steam competitor, codenamed Vapor, from Amazon Game Studios. And last but certainly not least, the Twitch internal red teaming tools, which are designed to improve security by having staff pretend to be hackers. So yeah, it's not good. None of this is good at all. Whatsoever. The idea that earnings have leaked is kind of a silly thing. I know this isn't an original statement. You can find this take everywhere. Most streamers, especially the largest ones, just straight up have their sub number on stream at all times, and you can just multiply that by 2.5 or 3.5 or some variance in between and figure out how much those earnings are. I've seen a handful of folks saying that it does not include the Twitch contract money, as a lot of streamers do have contracts with Twitch on top of all of this, and that the money is potentially just ad revenue and sub revenue, and I guess cheer revenue as well. So if you factor all that, then on top of that, you factor in donations and sponsored deals. It's not out of the question that that number that you see out there attached to your favorite streamer is, 2x that. And some of them like 4 to 5x that. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that whatsoever. So it's it's not a big it's a big deal. This will have a lot of ramifications, I think, over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months. If you are a streamer, or even if you're just like, I would say, a community member or a moderator or a viewer, you probably want to change your password in case that stuff leaked. Definitely turn on two-factor auth if you haven't already. Use an app to keep that stuff. Don't use SMS because that stuff can be spoofed. But yeah, reset stream keys if you're a streamer and you watch the show. All that stuff, standard stuff. One of the other things that this website that is covering it, Video Games Chronicle, the anonymous leaker has stated that this is just the first part of the content due to be leaked, but has not stated what they also plan to release. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I'm curious to see what happens moving forward. Right? Like, the conversations taking place internally at Twitch have to be kind of funny. I would think that you have to have a sense of humor to be in a lot of those meetings, because it's got to be pretty bad, right? Like, it's got to be pretty insane. It's got to be kind of insane, for sure. Anyways, that's that. I'm number 308. In case you were curious, I'll save you the looking. Or wait, yeah, 308. Or as I like to call it, feel free to watch an ad, use a Prime sub. Feel free to give subs, and let's break on through into the 200s. Moving forward. Let's do it. Let's push on through. Let's get ready for the next leak. Let's make the channel a little bit better. Okay? We can do it together. I promise. Yeah. And we ask about the other poor members of the DF crew. Zeke is 718. He changed one of his emotes to that. Zeke 718. And Ko is 24, I think. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, those are out there. Those numbers are out. You can easily Google all that stuff and find it yourself if you want to. Moving on, though, from just that small little story. My food's here at the front door. I guess that's going to get cold. It's fine. It's kind of a slow news days outside of that anyways, so. We've got some review threads. Metroid Dread had their embargo lift, as well as Far Cry 6. Let's jump into the Metroid Dread currently with, I don't know how many reviews. A bunch of reviews. Let's go with that. Let me 51 reviews. 51 reviews. It is sitting in an 88 at the moment. Let's find a handful of different quotes here from the different review sites. I saw on Washington Post that it takes about 10 hours to play through Metroid Dread. Here are some takeaways from some of those reviews. Metroid Dread is an instant classic. Its seamless blend of exploration, combat, puzzle solving, and light touches of story creates one of the most engaging experiences on Nintendo Switch. Game Informer says intense combat and a series of challenging boss fights requires a high level of play, but the thrill of victory is incredibly sweet. IGN, a surprise sequel after nearly 20 years. Metroid Dread brings back the legendary exploration and progression and merges it with excellent modern combat and some of the best boss fights ever. What else do we got? Frustrating boss battles. This is the worst review. Frustrating boss battles and cumbersome controls distract from an otherwise fun and isolating adventure. That was from Games Radar, given a 3.5 out of 5. There was also one other 3.5 out of 5 said, Dread is fine. It's not just nearly memorable enough for a game that fans have been waiting for so many years for now. So we'll see. The other big game that comes out, I believe Thursday, Far Cry 6 is out, and its Metacritic is with 106 reviews, is currently sitting at a 79. Let's read some of the reviews. Game Informer gives it a 9 out of 10. Whether you're pushing the mainline story forward or pursuing side missions, Far Cry 6 provides a cornucopia of fun and engaging activities wrapped in the series' best gameplay and most beautiful setting. What else do we got? There's the old IGN. Here it is. Far Cry 6 smooths over a lot of the bumps that have cropped up in the past games. And even though it misses some steps, especially with its new inventory system, it's the best the series has been in years. 8 out of 10. Let's find some of the bottom ones. PC Gamer says Yara is super lush and wonderful to explore, but the story and main villain are predictable. Okay. Someone said Vice's review was not kind. VGC, which I don't know much about them, gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. If you're interested in another Far Cry game that does the Far Cry stuff the way it's been doing it for 10 years, you'll probably have a good time. But if you've already hit your limit with this kind of game, Far Cry 6 is the NE plus ultra of why open world game design is so badly in need of a revolution. That's what I read mostly from a lot of the reviews that I saw this morning, is that it's more Far Cry. If you don't want more Far Cry, probably don't play Far Cry 6. If you do want more Far Cry, though, by all means, do. Let's move on. Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct will air on October 5th at 7 a.m. Pacific. We'll probably watch a video on that. I don't think I'm going to be up at 9 a.m. my time to watch some Animal Crossing. It'll have 20 minutes of information about the content coming to Animal Crossing's New Horizons in November for that. A lot of party favors happening behind the scenes right there. Street Fighter V is adding Ryu and Chun-Li costumes supporting breast cancer research. That's awesome. They look as such. I don't know what this is going to do. That's fine. We'll do that right there. These are the two costumes. What else do we got? Now, I wonder what, this is kind of some big industry news. The Arcane Leon studio director is leaving after 16 years at the company. Ramuald Capron, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Capron, is leaving the company after 17 years, less than a month after the company launched its first-person shooter Deathloop. Did they say why? It was made yesterday on his LinkedIn page, as reported by French gaming website Xbox Squad. Last week was very special for me, as these were my last days at Arcane and ZeniMax as studio director. Read the announcement. After more than 16 years of helping Arcane Studios Leon to grow and become world-class AAA studio it is today, this was a very hard decision to make. But I was feeling the need to try something new and also have a bit more time for me and my family. Capron would go on to say, according to TechRaptor.net, that he's keen to continue his work in the industry, teasing that he may have something new in the works. It's not yet clear who will replace Capron as his roles as studio director and chief operating officer. It's a big deal after putting out Deathloop. Do we know what any other games that Arcane's working on right now? I don't think we do. I don't think they said it all. Wait, they're working on that vampire game? Really? I thought that was the Collective. Oh, Arcane Austin is. Weird. All right. A couple of reviews are out for that Nintendo Switch OLED. They're saying it's not that great. There is a Digital Foundry video with the title, "A Brilliant Display Upgrade, but is that enough?" OLED is a very nice screen, so I'm sure it looks a little bit better, but it probably runs exactly like it always does. Sir Q's, thanks for that Prime Gaming sub. Thank you for pushing us into the 200s. We're going to get there, guys. Next week, I promise. I promise it's coming up. It's going to be there. That Battlefield 2042 beta is out. We played about 5 hours or so, 4 hours or so. 4.5 hours of it. It's pretty early. It's pretty early on in that game. At least it plays pretty early. So, I don't know. With that game, coming out next month, like, what is it, 30 days from now? 35 days from now, we're going to be playing that game. We'll see. We'll see. The actual core gameplay is Battlefield, ultimately. And that aspect is fun, for sure. And I definitely started to, click after a while. But it's quite buggy. It's quite a few issues with that, so we will see. We will see. Any other big news here, chat? I don't think so. That Twitch news kind of dominated the day. There was some news yesterday about World of Warcraft that we missed. The suggestive player character joke and flirt lines have been removed or will be removed. I don't know when this patch comes out. In patch 9.1.5. So they're just doing like a complete carpet bomb of everything in that game to make sure it is all golden. It is all good. What is this? Barry's linked me some news. We don't have a key Barry alert. In the world of the EU, or at least the BBC, TikTok and Twitch face fines under new Ofcom rules. I don't know what the fuck is an Ofcom. The VSPs, including TikTok, Snapchat, Vimeo, and Twitch, must take, quote, appropriate measures, end quote, to protect users from content related to terrorism, child sexual abuse, and racism. A third of users have seen hateful content on such sites, Ofcom says. What? I'm being told that Ofcom is the FTC for the UK. What does that even mean? The regulator will fine VSPs that breach the guideline or, in serious cases, suspend the service entirely. They will have to provide and effectively enforce clear rules for uploading content, make the reporting and complaints process easier, and restrict access to adult sites with robust age verification. I mean, maybe I just am not aware, but I don't think there's terrorism, sexual abuse, and racism. Sorry, child sexual abuse and racism on the platform. Well, there's probably racism. There's probably like blatant racism. I would imagine. But I also don't know like how that seems very wishy-washy. And to be honest, Twitch is probably just like, throwing shit tons of water on a fire that's already burning at the moment, and not too worried about that at the moment. We will have to see. And I think that's it for the news. Like I said, it's kind of a slow Tuesday. Apart from, just a small little thing of the entirety of Twitch being leaked. Wait, it's a Wednesday. Great, Scott. It's Wednesday, not Tuesday. Who knew? Anyways, yeah, we'll call that for JPNN. My food's at the front door getting cold. Then we'll do trailer time here. As always, if you do want to join us, we record these JPNNs at the start of every stream, except on days like Wednesday, where drop frames usually happens. And then we record them around 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern, depending, or 5 p.m. Eastern, sometimes like today. But generally, it's at the start of the stream, around 1 p.m. Eastern. Or noon Eastern. So we'd love to have you for that. If not, keep up the great work over there on YouTube. Make sure to, subscribe over there. Hit the like button. All that stuff. This has been the old JPNN. I'm number 308. Signing out for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll break on through to the 200s. Maybe. Who could say? I'm out of here. Bye-bye.